Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming and our friends at Wild Gear present our Wyopreps Athlete of the Year honors. And this year's winner of the girls tennis player is Taylor Nokes from Kelly Walsh High School. Want to say congratulations to her. She's going to win a nice award. Let's see if I can get it to focus in there a little bit. It does say girls tennis there. I don't know if you really see that very well. Sometimes it blurs it out when I move it too fast. But Taylor, congratulations on being our first ever tennis player of the year from Wyopreps.com.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about your season last fall, and especially capping it off with the number one singles title. That's difficult, and sometimes people don't realize how difficult it might be in this state.
Yeah, it's hard because you don't get a lot of competition. There's not a ton of tournaments to be played in Wyoming. So to play tournaments, you typically have to travel pretty far. So the state tournament is a super good opportunity for everyone to just be able to play a huge tournament and get some good competition.
Obviously, you lost one match in the regular season, but you got a little redemption in the finals. What did you maybe change from the regular season matchup against Miss Smedley from Central to the championship match that allowed you to maybe kind of get over the top?
Yeah, so when I played her in the regular season, it was a lot about learning just her style of play. We kind of had an idea about it, but it was definitely just like realizing exactly what she's going to do on each shot. And just even though I lost, I think that it was a good thing that I lost because I learned a lot from it, and it made it so that every time I was at practice, that was my goal. And I knew exactly what I was working on in every practice. So I really worked on like the second ball after the serve, um, and just getting under it. Ashley likes to slice it a lot. So I really had to work on attacking her slices. Otherwise, if I tried to slice it back or just push it, then she could run me around the court and beat me. So I had to focus on kind of just being aggressive off of her slice and not letting her keep me too low.
Talk a little bit about your season as a whole. What did you take away from it after kind of having some time to reflect on it?
Um, I already miss it. I love high school season. It was an amazing 4 years. We had a great team all 4 years. It was just a great experience, and it made me really appreciate it. And I haven't been able to practice the past couple months because I've been injured, and all of that has just really made me realize how much I love this sport and how much I love playing it so much. So I just miss it.
Speaking of that, where does it come from? Where did you fall in love, or how did you fall in love with the game of tennis?
Well, my dad's a tennis coach, so I've kind of just it's always been a part of my life, and um he's coached the entire time. He's coached me, so um I've just kind of grown up around it, and we always have it on TV, and we're always talking about it. And um I just like over the past few years for sure in high school, I've just gotten a lot of drive and motivation to just be as good as I can be. I get most of my competitiveness from my dad also. So I just really want to be as good as I can be. And I just have always loved the sport.
Speaking of your dad, rumor has it, well, not really rumor anymore. It's on pretty good authority. You won a title 30 years after he did. What was that like? And how has it been in the last couple months to kind of swap stories about him winning a championship at the state level and then you winning a championship this school year?
Yeah. We didn't really realize until a little bit after I won, like a few hours, my dad was like, wait a minute, because one of his friends told him that oh, it's been exactly like 30 years since you won. And we were just like, wait a minute, that's crazy. And it's also kind of crazy because he lost the first set of the finals match just like I did and had to come back, and the match was just very similar. And he also, I think, lost earlier in that season to that guy and had to learn from it. So the parallels were crazy. And now I'm going to Colorado Mesa, and that's also where he played college tennis. So the it really came full circle, I guess.
I guess. Wow. For you, you capped your career, I think, with what, three titles, if I'm not mistaken, because you won a couple of doubles. What was it like to win doubles and then transition to singles play and win one?
I like singles more. I'm definitely a singles player. I liked playing doubles. I think it was good for my first few years of high school, just because getting onto the team, you kind of need to work your way up. And it's a good way to get experience in matches and stuff like that and have like a partner to help you through it. But I love singles, and I love it feels more competitive almost when you don't have another person on that court, like on your team. So winning the doubles titles was very fun with my teammates, and it was such a good experience, and I love the memories I have with them. But winning singles was definitely more rewarding, a higher level for sure. I've never played as hard as I did in that finals match. Um, but yeah, it was just definitely a lot more rewarding.
Nice. Well, congratulations on our first ever Athlete of the Year honor. We're breaking these out during this 2023-24 school year. We're trying to recognize some of the student athletes that don't get some of the other company awards that, kind of nationwide type thing. But we've been around a while, 20 plus years. We kind of want to do something different. So this is not quite your run of the mill ordinary plaque that just goes in a trophy case and you don't have, this is yours to use. It's kind of cool. It's from our great friends at Wild Gear. It's laser engraved on here, so you don't have to worry about this rubbing off too anytime soon. It's got a non-skid bottom. The cap, I know everybody likes the straws now, but this cap actually magnetizes, so you can't lose it on the back of the bottle, which I think is kind of cool. And I also want to say thanks to our friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming for being a great sponsor of ours all year long for the Athlete of the Week and Athlete of the Year honor, which I'm talking to you about. I got one last thing for you real quick. Favorite tennis player?
Um, I really like watching Coco Gauff play. She's American. She's a good person for us to root for. I'm rooting for her in the Australian Open right now.
Okay. All right. Favorite place to play at in the state?
mm, oh gosh, playing in Jackson's really pretty because of the mountains right behind the school. But I also, oh gosh, I like just playing here. I like playing at the tennis club that we have.
I
So,
gotcha. Favorite place that you've ever been to play at or just, watched a tennis event at in your lifetime?
um, last year we went to Indian Wells. It's a tennis tournament in California.
Okay.
It's pretty high level, so there was a lot of like pro players there, and we watched a ton of like amazing players, and that was like the best experience. It was so cool. So, and they call it like tennis paradise, and there's little signs everywhere, and just going around watching the whole tournament was so much fun.
Nice. Bucket list. Where do you want to go watch a match at? If you could pick a venue.
I want to watch the Australian Open. I think going to
Okay.
Australia would be super fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. And finally, what was it like? I know your dad coaches you a lot, but what was it like to have Buddy Johnson as your head coach in high school?
Um, it was nice to have a different voice from my dad. It's always sometimes I'll go take lessons from other people, like in other places, just to hear something different. Because obviously, it gets to be a lot when you live with him and he's your coach. But I do love it. But it's good to have someone just a little bit different.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations on this, and
Thank you.
congratulations on being our first. I appreciate the time, and best of luck playing college tennis down in Grand Junction, Colorado at CMU.
Thank you.